We are living through the COVID-19 pandemic time these days, so through a health emergency time. This disease has had a rather unexpected impact in various social contexts. I'm here today with Sister Anna. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Luca.
Inside the Church of St. Ignatius and in front of this altar. I know there is a Jesuit saint who had to face a terrible epidemic situation in his life and who faced this by giving a great proof of faith.
Yes, Saint Aloysius Gonzaga is his name. He was a prince, but he decided to join the Jesuits. He left the world and he desired to follow Christ, the Christ crucified. And when he was here studying in Rome his theology at the Collegio Romano, that year there was a pandemic like the one of today, COVID-19, that swept the streets, that killed so many people. It is said that about 60,000 people died that year only around here in Rome. One of the days he found that there was this man lying down, abandoned and almost dying. And he decided to help this man. That plague was so contagious, that was so dangerous, that nobody would dare touch anybody that was infected with that disease. But out of love, because from St. Aloysius Gonzaga, I have come to learn that there is no loss in practicing charity, because charity is the fruit of love. And where there is love, there is God. And we say that God is love, according to the first letter of St. John, chapter 4, verse 8. So, he died because he helped this man, carried him on his shoulders, and went and took him to the hospital for treatment. And there he got the disease. A disease that later on came to kill him within 1 year. It was sad, but he did it out of love for Christ, because Aloysius Gonzaga, as a son of St. Ignatius of Loyola, spiritually, the founder of the Jesuits, because he was a Jesuit already, he imitated and lived faithfully the spirituality of St. Ignatius, which is seeking God in everything, in every situation. And so he made God his principle and foundation of his life. And that's why he did what he did.
Who is the saint for you? Maybe an image or a phrase that you carry in your heart.
Whenever I think of St. Aloysius Gonzaga, or whenever I come here to pray at his tomb, what comes into my mind is that charity is a virtue to be practiced all in my life. Because as Jesus said, I was hungry, you gave me to eat. I was sick, you visited me. It is exactly what he did. And indeed, it rewarded him with eternity as a saint. So for me, he is an example to emulate in my life. And I always ask and question myself, especially during this pandemic of COVID-19. He did a corporal act of mercy to carry this person to the hospital. What should I do as Sister Anna concerning the victims of COVID-19, those infected and those affected psychologically? So whenever I come here, I feel that I should do at least an act of spiritual, an act of mercy spiritually, and that is prayer, to lift these people in prayer. So I ask for his intercession, to intercede for us, because he experienced the same thing, to intercede for those who are sick of COVID-19 and grant and obtain for them the grace of healing, and those affected psychologically with these threats, at least to have greater hope and courage to know that everything is possible in the presence of God.
Thank you very much, Sister Anna. And thank you, St. Aloysius Gonzaga.